Hello friends, this is the third video from ComfyUI Ultimate Guide series, and in this video I'm trying to complete the workflow, and during that it is very necessary to install some other extensions for ComfyUI, and just I am trying to install very necessary extensions and use them in my workflow because I want to avoid install unnecessary extensions. At first I have started with ComfyUI layer style. It's a great extension and it's very necessary. It has many unique nodes that you can't find in any other extension, and it's looking something like a small Photoshop. It has some points that I have described. After that, I installed the vast node suite, and also it has some extensions and I explained them. After that, I installed the styler and I explained how to work with that. After that, I described that how I can make some change inside the RG3 context, and for example used a node that the format of the data is different. So I tried to install some other extensions for converting, for example, float data to a string and a string to combo, and after that from combo to float numbers, and I was able to send the denoising amount also to contextbig by installing some other extensions. So ComfyUI Mixlab node and Comfyroll Studio are other extensions that I am describing them in this video, but actually this is not completely from 0 to 100 about all these nodes. Only I am trying to point to some necessary points and nodes. In this window, you can see some information about each extension. For example, about the author name and also the name of the extension, and it has a link, you can click on that. Some description about the extension, and if the nodes in this extension has some conflict with other extension, you can see this alert here. And these are showing the stars for the project page in the GitHub, and also this is the last update status. Here you can press try update to forcing update the extension. You can disable the extension or you can uninstall, and also you can install that. Okay, layer style. ComfyUI layer style is one of the best extensions, and if you click and open the project page, you can see that actually it can act as a little Photoshop because it can provide many different effects for you, and it's very useful for adjusting the colors for input or output image. So I should install that. At first, ComfyUI layer style and click on install. After installing ComfyUI layer styler, please go to the GitHub page and in your browser search for download. Okay. And here you can find the list of the files that you have to manually download and place inside the folders for using them. For example, you can see for segment anything, you should do that. For remove background ultra, you should do that. And after that, for more information, you can find them here. Some of them will be downloaded automatically, but some of them should be downloaded manually. And if you check the description, after that you can understand. So please pay attention to extra models that you need for running some nodes. And also, if you had any issue, let me show you. You can find some useful information about common issue that maybe you will have with layer styler, and all of them has some solution. It's trying to download the necessary files from the internet, and just I know that this extension need many necessary files. Okay, the installation is finished and I restart my ComfyUI. Now if I right click, I can't see anything. I refresh the window and again right click, but I can't see anything. If I go to the CMD window here, I can see that I had an error here, and maybe I should try to reinstall that. So let me do that. Manager, install custom node, layer style, and click on install. Maybe it's related to my internet connection. Okay, now I can see it's going up to 30%, and I have to wait to download all necessary files, and after that I can make sure that everything is correct. Still it's on downloading and I'm waiting. Okay, downloading is finished, and here I can see this message: installation was successful. Now I can restart my ComfyUI and waiting for restarting. Now you can see also it's downloading some other Python file. And still it's downloading some file before starting the ComfyUI. Still it's downloading the file. Until now I spent about 5 minutes. Okay, I think the installation is finished, and it took about 12 minutes to downloading and installing our necessary files. So now if I right click, I can see these DZ nodes here, and after that I can see many useful nodes that can do many interesting for me. For finding information for ComfyUI layer style, please check the GitHub page, and you can find a complete set information about these nodes, and everything that you need is here. So you can check them and make sure that which node how can work for you. These are great nodes. The next extension that I need to use is VAS node suite. So just search for VAS, and after that you can find it. Some nodes are similar between VAS and layer style, but actually VAS node suite has a special filter for high passing, and it's very necessary for me when I am creating seamless textures. Okay, I have installed the WAS node suite, and you can see it has many different output nodes, but I want to tell you that if you go to the image and after that filter, here we can see a high pass filter. And this node is very unique, and I checked maybe all other extensions for the ComfyUI, and Vast Node Suite is the only extension that can provide high pass filter for us. And I need that for creating seamless textures. Actually, it is not easy to write many prompts related to the style that you want, and it's better to do that with an extension. So let's install an extension for styling the prompt. Here you can write styler, and after that sort the search result based on a star and number 20. Okay, you can install this extension. All right, the installation is finished. I have to press restart. Okay, the ComfyUI is loaded. And now if I double click and here write styler, then I can find SDXL prompt styler advanced, that it can add many different styles, and also it can provide output for different conditionings. Here you can see the output of this node. I have selected the add corporate style, and for example for positive G it writes this prompt, and for positive L it has written this prompt. For simple text positive, you can see the combination with these two prompts, and also it's same for negative prompt. So the negative G, negative L, and also text negative, that is a combination between them, and it's equal because the negative G and negative L also are equal. All right, so now I want to update the previous workflow. So let me open the context big, move these two nodes, okay? Because from these two nodes only I have exported TextG and TextL. And now I can add SDXL prompt styler advance. Okay. And I can connect the text positive G, text positive L, text negative G, and text negative L. Okay. So now I can write my prompt inside here and send it to context big. Okay. And also for SD 1.5, I should merge the output of text positive G and positive L. So let me open this part. Okay. And now for the negative, because negative G and negative L are equal, I can send the negative, but for the positive, I have to merge the result of positive G and positive L. All right, so because already we have installed the layer style, we can go to layer utility, and from here we can select a node with the name of text join. Okay, and we can convert widget to input text1 and convert widget to input text2. So I will connect text positive L and text positive G. Now I have to test that is it working well or no. So here in the text positive G, I am writing QQQ, and here I am writing FFFFF. So if in the output I can see both Q and F, after that I can make sure that it's working well. So to see the output of any kind of text, integer, float, or combo, we can add a node from RG tree. This node is very useful, and the name is display any. Okay, so I have added this node here and select the node, right click and select Q. So it will execute the node. I can't see anything, and I should check other parameters. Oh, because it was connected also to the checkpoint. After loading the checkpoint, it shown the text to me, and here I can see the QQ, and after that FFF. Also here I can see two additional comma that I think are related to text3 and text4. Okay, I have tested this operation also with a node with the name of text concatenate from WS node suite. Okay, and it's here. So text list concatenate, and it will not add any extra comma. So I prefer to use this node. I want to add some extra feature to this workflow. Here from the context B, you can see that the CKPT name is empty. Okay, and the format of this name is a string. And the only parameter that I don't have any information for that is Denoise. Okay, and all the parameter for this case sampler are controlled from this input panel that I made. Also, I can make Denoise, and I can send the Denoise to CKPT name. So at first I have to right click and rename that to Denoise. Okay, and after that, and also Denoise amount will be set between 0 to 1. Okay, and after that I have to add a flute node. So I'm going to DZ node utility, and after that I can select from here. Okay, I can rename that to Denoise. But the only problem that this node have is it's very hard to change the value with mouse. So maybe I have to find another node. I think the best node for adjusting number between 0 to 1 is in another extension, and the extension is Mixlab. So here you can come and search for Mixlab, and after that you can install the Mixlab extension. A screen share node, floating video node, and load image from local with auto refresh. Also, these are 3 outer nodes that are very unique, and only you can find them in the Mixlab. So else the slider from 1 to 0, I need these 3 nodes from this extension. All right, now the Mixlab node is installed. Also, you can see this icon here, one icon here, and if you go to the add nodes, you can see the Mixlab node here. Okay, so now I will double click and search for a slider, and I will select the float slider. It can generate number from 0 to 1. Now I want to connect the output to CKPT name or the value that I want to use for denoiser, but it is not possible. This is the CKPT name input, and this is the output. Okay, so I'm going to the output, clicking and releasing the mouse. After CKPT name here, I can see a name with the name of combo. So the format, the data format that should go to the CKPT is combo. For example, CFG is flute. You can read it here. Steps is integer. Seed is integer. Okay. Image is image. And CKPT name is combo. For converting different values, for example, integer flute to other kind of formats, also I have to install another extension. Now I have to install Comfyroll Studio. So here search for Studio and exactly this node. Comfyroll Studio also has some unique nodes. If you go to the GitHub page, you can find all the nodes, okay? And actually XY grid nodes from the Comfyroll Studio are very unique and very useful. And also you can find many other nodes that are fun and interesting, but actually the XY grid nodes and also the nodes for converting the numbers, okay, and for example these nodes, also these are great and useful. Installation is finished and it's very important to check this message. Installation was successful. It's very important. So let me restart the ComfyUI. All right, so now I make a copy and I want to test it here. So I want to send the output from the slider to exactly CKPT name. So the output is flute. Okay, you can write the flute here. So I have to, if I release the mouse after installing the Comfyroll Studio, I can see this suggestion. It can convert flute to a string. Okay, and if I click on CKPT name, I can see the output is combo. And also I have to convert the string to combo. So I will drag release. I cannot see anything, so going to add utility conversion, and here I can find a node for converting a string to combo. And now I can send the combo to CKPT name, because also the string was not able to connect that. Now I sent that and I have to get the output amount. So to test that, I will connect the output to RG3 display any, right click and Q. So okay, we got that. We got the input and this is working. So now I have to convert the output. The output is combo and I have to find a way for converting the output to flute. The only way that I found for converting combo is using the test node. Okay, the test node is from the Mixlab, and after that I can convert a string to number. Okay, and after that I can check the output. So let me use RG3 node display any, right click here and Q. All right, it's working. So now I can use this unused node for my denoising amount, but before entering and after outgoing, I have to use these nodes to be able to extract the value. Also, let me do another test and make sure that everything is correct. Yes, it's working. Okay, now I have to replace these nodes. So I will make a copy and move them. Also, I can minimize these nodes. Just I have to connect it to here, minimize, and now I can place them here. After that, I will find a better position for these nodes. And also I have to place these two nodes here. So I can use the ComfyUI name. Okay. And convert widget to input, denoise amount, and connect the flute to denoise. I should minimize them, and maybe I can place them under the case sampler and make a selection for case sampler and click on add group for selected, so I can easily move all these nodes together. And let me check the workflow. Okay, it's working. And if I increase the denoising amount, okay, so also let me rename this node. Okay, great. So this is the reason that you have to install many extensions, but after that you can control the flow.